Okay, here we are back with Stardate, this time map 2. Now this one it's a lot more tricky than the first one, but it's still not too bad. There are a couple of fights in this level, namely the middle fight and the final fight, which both take place in the same arena, which are quite tricky. But apart from that, the level is okay, although it is a little tight on health and ammo. So we start off by running up, getting the armor, dealing with that pain elemental, peekabooing out of the corners here, just trying to kill these imps and the lost souls. Not taking too much steps forward because there is an archvile. Oh, hello. And your friend. There we go. And there's the archvile. Boom. 1. No, that's 2. 3. 4. 5. My goodness. 6. We got there in the end. And now we actually need to drop down here because there's a health bonus just hidden there, which is very sneaky. But we are going for 100% items as well, so we do need it. And then we're going to jump through the waterfall, not take too many steps around this corner because of revenants. And then I also don't want to get around this corner because I want to ambush these shotgunners and not have them ambush me. Now, if we peek around here, we can find a little secret switch, which takes us to a secret lift, which takes us to a secret raised area, which takes us to another secret switch, and then there's a secret soul sphere. Helpful for this fight. Although you kind of want to save as much of it as possible for the next section, because it's good to have a bit of a buffer. So here we're just going to run around in circles. The Mancubus is dead, that's good. The Hell Knights are dying. And then part 2 of this fight comes when you push the button, which will spawn revenants, I think, on the pillars there in the middle. And then the rest of the arena will flood with imps. So I want to keep my shells, because I will need them. But we push this, let's kill the revenants, nice and simple, nice and quick, because we don't want to get surrounded, and then the revenants are dead. And the imps we can just shoot down at our leisure. Leisure, depending on your inclination. And there we go, there we go, there we go. They're dead. Now there is a secret, non-secret backpack. And you can actually jump down over here. I'm not sure what the point of this is, but this switch lowers. I don't know what that does, but it's a cool feature. Now this is going to lock us in with barons, so we'll start with the rocket launcher. Try and kill a couple. You can lose quite a bit of health here with rockets, and also the baron balls are obviously quite high damage. So yeah, it's definitely one to be careful of, and I'm quite glad that I have the extra buffer of the soul sphere now. And this guy I'll just shoot. And this guy I'm going to duck back in. I'm going to not get hit by that revenant missile. Instead, I'm going to not decide what to shoot and shoot nothing. I kind of want it to win fight. I don't have much ammo, in case you've noticed. So I'm going to have to duck out for some shells, take a massive Mancubus blast in the face. And he is just not going to cooperate, so I'm going to have to kill these Hell Knights myself. This level has a really cool cave, like underneath the caves vibe. The music is surprisingly chill for a level that's, like I said, it's a lot more difficult than the first level. But it's not too bad. My general strategy for these levels is play them with saves, with loads, and with console resurrects to learn the layout, and then I'll probably pick a few points to do like specific saves, and then I'll practice those specific save slots until I'm comfortable that I'm reasonably either consistent, or if it's really RNG, that my strategy is solid. You can go up on this ledge here for a secret, by the way. Whoops. And then I kind of just start recording and go for it. I'm not really very good at tracking attempts, because I do kind of just start recording whenever I feel like it, and sometimes it will be in the saves and loads phase, sometimes it will be after I've actually done a completed attempt. It really depends, so this is just the run that I happened to record that was successful, and that's really annoying. I didn't want to get blasted by him there. Now this is the room. You didn't quite see it there, but where those imps were. That is the room. There are 2 fights in that room, and both of them are pretty damn difficult. And that megasphere is secret. We will come back for that later. But now we're going to drop down here into this area, which actually isn't too bad. There'll be a Cyber Demon, a load of Mancubi, and some Hell Knights, and some Archviles. But really what we want to do is get this Cyber Demon in fighting, so that I can go and deal with the Archviles in peace. I mean, this is typical the successful run syndrome, where it just looks awful, but it's not. Like when I was doing this, I don't think I've ever died on this fight, even when I did it blind. It's really not that difficult. But I made a real meal of it here. So the Cyber Demon does die sometimes. In fact, he will always die. Hopefully he at least kills the Mancubi first. 2% health. Well, it's only really one more than you need, right? I mean, you're watching this, so it's clearly the successful run. The successful run on 2% health. That adds a bit more spice to it, doesn't it? Certainly does when you're playing it and you're thinking, Jesus. Am I going to survive? Am I going to die? Now, we want the Hell Knights to hit the Cyber Demon, obviously. I think he might be aggroed at me. Come on, there we go. Now, they will kill him. But we've got some rockets in the back that we can use to finish them off. Don't shoot me. There we go. Now, you want to lure the Hell Knights over here, because there's going to be an Archvile that spawns a little bit later on, so if you kill them on this side, they're less likely to get revived. And we're looking pretty good for armor. No. Well, yeah, we're looking pretty good for armor. I meant to say ammo, but we're looking pretty good for both. And health isn't too bad. So press this switch, quickly get around here, and here's the Archvile. And this is why you wanted to move those corpses, because it just makes it a little bit easier to deal with. 9% health. Wait for those imp balls to go down, and there we go. Now we're going to take this a bit careful. We really should. There we go. 29% health. Loads of health. And some ammo, and I think there's some rockets. Yes. So this room is an archvile, but don't go in there because you'll spawn a whole bunch of imps as well. So best just to kill him from the doorway. Like this. And then you go in, and then there's the imps. A couple of stim packs to heal up. And this is booby trapped, so be careful. Kill one Hell Knight, create some space, and then kill the next one. And this takes you up here to another secret, the final secret actually, which is going to give us a Berserk pack. And am I going to do it now? I think I am going to do it now. So don't do Berserk, do rockets. And then switch so that you've got a few extra rockets. Quite a tight little fight, but yeah, I wouldn't want to try this with Berserk, that's for sure. And we're good. And there's the secret megasphere, which we will take. Because we're going to go do the big room fight, the first big room fight. Now, the gimmick with this fight is that the teleport pads in the center are enemy teleporters, and they teleport the enemy to the outside. As you can see, they're starting to teleport, so it basically inhibits your ability to circle strafe and win. I kept that soul sphere in the center because at some point I know I'm going to need it. I've practiced this enough to know that I consistently need that soul sphere. Otherwise you're just running around in circles trying to survive. Find the gaps, weave your way through. Oh, blocked. Oh, blocked. Focus on the revenants if you can. Okay, I think we're good now. I'll push that switch just to get the wall coming down, speed things up a bit. But I'm purposefully using the double shotgun here to save ammo. And I'm trying to keep them away from the teleporters in the middle just because it keeps them bunched up a bit better. And now let's finish the rockets. That was pretty good actually. Got some good multi-kills there. And slowly and painfully, they are dying. There we go. Now then, what did that actually achieve? Ah yeah, I can come up here now. And the red key. Oh yeah, kill these guys while I'm up here. This is the red, you can see the red door there on the left. That's actually the inside of the room. So where those chain gunners were is where we're now headed. There we go. Now, I always forget to come up here, but it's worth it because you get additional rockets. Now, this is a room full of Revenants on those pillars and some Barons. So ignore the Barons, focus purely on the Revenants, kill them quick, 2 rockets each. And then you want to try and hook the Hell Knights and Barons on this corner so that you can weave around them. And again, unfortunately, it's really beneficial if you can save rockets. So at some point, it's definitely worth switching to this double shotgun. So I think I've done enough now. I don't want to pick that up just yet. Okay. Now then, one more fight before the final fight. Now this one is... Is it difficult? It's pretty tricky. It is pretty tricky. But basically those pillars that you can see in front of me are all going to have Revenants on top of them. A near infinite supply. And you've got... And there'll be 3 waves of 2 Archviles coming in. And that's the first part of this fight. And there's the blue key. So we're going to pre-fire some rockets. We're going to kill the Archviles. We're going to stay down here. And we'll see. And I try and just kill a couple of the Revenants. We've got to kill them all eventually. But now we're going to switch target back to the Archviles. And that's 2 down. Next 2 will be coming in very shortly. I'm going to get the Megasphere now. There we go, right on time. That was an 80 damage missile, thank you very much. But the Archviles, yeah, as long as you can sort of split them up and take them out one at a time, they're not too dangerous. Because there's plenty of cover. It's these Revenants that are the real issue. And there's 1 dead, so that's ideal. That's how you would ideally do it. You rush one of them down, and then you get the other one pretty quick. And now I'm just going to run around in circles, shotgunning the Revenants. So there's maybe like a closet of 30 Revenants, and they'll just continually spawn in on top of these pillars, and whichever pillar is available, until they're all depleted. And I have to say, without free look, I think this would be ultra tedious. But there we go. So that's the first part of this fight done. The next part is we push the switch at the end. Revenants will spawn in. And I think 2 Archviles. So we got really lucky there getting the Archvile in early. Now we've just got to make the most of that and kill him. So 1 Archvile's dead. Oops. Oh, that was a bad hit. Choking. Okay, there we go. The 2 Archviles are dead now. We're pretty much okay. Only our own stupidity can kill us now. That and the final fight, which I think genuinely is the hardest fight in the level. But we've saved some goodies. We saved that Mega Armor, and there is a Soul Sphere around here. So that does give us 200 for the final fight. And I don't think I picked up the Soul Sphere. No, I didn't. Look, it is still there. So click the door. It's a fake out. 2 Cyber Demons teleporting behind you, which is really quite bullshit. There's Archviles to prevent you escaping, and a whole bunch of Revenants. This can go very, very wrong, and I have died here at the end of like an otherwise successful run before. It doesn't look that bad, but trust me, when you're playing this, it's rough. Looking around for the other one because I didn't realise he was dead. And there you go. I might have made that look easy, but honestly, your heart is in your mouth through that whole fight. Ooh. I'll tank it, because I can. Okay, one more enemy. One more item. Let's punch this guy to death. I don't want to push him down. I was worried I was going to punch him down the hole then. And there we go. All the kills, all the secrets, all the items. Mud Bunny. Yeah, a big step up on the first level's difficulty, but and some tricky fights, I have to say. The last fight and the other fight in that room, they're both very difficult. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.